my friends, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In yesterday's video, we did spend the day in the Exalted Plains exploring, questing, Codex entries, the normal things we do when we're not in Skyhold. In today's video, we are actually going to go around Skyhold, check in with everyone, and see how long that takes us. And I thought, since I zoned in here, I should just go talk to Cassandra first, since she's right there. And we haven't talked to her since her fight with Varric a long time ago. So let's see how she's doing.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Closer to what?
What are you looking for?
I suppose I'll never find them on my own. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Couldn't they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What if they're infected? Yeah, they could be infected with Red Lyrium.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium.
Oh.
I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Okay, this is important to you. They might be his allies. What's the point? Well, obviously this is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Okay, sure. Why not? Locate the missing Seekers operation available. Okay, well, let's look at Cassandra's quest. Promise of destruction. Cassandra has reason to believe that Corypheus is behind the disappearance of the Seekers of Truth, but she requires help to prove it. Have Cullen, Leliana, or Josephine investigate the disappearance of the Seekers. I think that's a very good idea. And, I mean, it's Cassandra. Of course I'm going to help her out. But, like she said, they might not want to join us, but they might. You never know. Well, I guess since we're inside, let's talk to everybody here, and then I'll make my way back outside.
What Chant say about this? I never paid attention.
Assholes kicked in the Maker's door. He made them darkspawn. That's why there's blight, and we have to give wardens our weapons.
You still miss that bloody sword?
It was a good blade.
Oh. Fair enough. All right, Varric.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Yeah. What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
You beat him before. It's not that bad. We need a battle plan. I mean, they technically did beat him before, but they apparently didn't do it completely. Well, obviously.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison? Well, I know, but there it doesn't.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink darkspawn blood. Weird shit.
Yeah.
We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Well, they'll find a way to kill him. I hope you're wrong. Everything dies. Well, let's try to be hopeful.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right.
Me too.
Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
How is this your fault? It's not your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
I mean, I think it's way more complicated than that, but, you know, we can have a collective guilt if that helps. Oh, more cutscenes. Fighting a losing battle, take a break. I can come back later. My sarcastic questions never seem to pan out well for me, so let's just go with a normal one.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Just like you, make it up as you go. Just do what I do. Yeah, I think just be with my friend is more like it. Theron's not really feeling this whole, like, I mean, yeah, he's leading the Inquisition, and people think he's the Herald of Andraste, but I don't think he's all, like, gung-ho about it. He just fell into this on accident, sort of.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
Yeah.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to them? What am I to you? I can't be bigger than myself. Yeah, let's go with that one.
There's no way I can be bigger than myself, Varric.
Sure you can. You don't see yourself like they do. The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. You're the sign that somebody might hear their prayers. That maybe they're not abandoned after all. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Yeah, but I'm still me. Yeah.
Whatever I am to Tethras, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Sure. That was... I feel like I let Varric down, but I don't feel like Theron's going to be like, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm the hero. I mean, I make fun of myself when I do that, but, you know, I just feel like it's not... I don't know. I just feel like it's not Theron. Like, he'll lead and help save people, but he's not like, yeah, I'm the savior, worship me kind of person, you know? Anyway, okay, let's try talking to Varric again. See if we get another cutscene.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Ooh, let's discuss the Inquisition. I feel like that's new.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
Not really. Well, tell me about Cullen.
What do you think of our general?
Find him a war or something. If he spends any more time in the yard drilling, Josephine will have him killed.
Okay. Well, let's discuss Josephine then.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
I'm starting to get the feeling that this is all a warm-up before she takes over Antiva in a bloodless coup.
Okay. And then Leliana.
What do you think of Leliana's work?
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side.
I mean, it's Leliana, right?
Good to know.
She's a spy.
Back to work, then.
And I think everything else was...
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Oh, Varric. I don't understand why these don't go away from Varric, because they seem to go away from everybody else. But let's talk to Solas.
You have begun practicing new magical forms. Interesting. You seem to be drawing upon the raw substance of the Fade, likely using your mark as a catalyst. I use similar techniques, although it took me years to learn them. Why did you choose such an esoteric area of study?
Oh, I wanted to learn. It's a tool, nothing more. I'd rather not say. I wanted to be stronger. I chose the Rift Mage, A, because it looked fun. And it is fun. And B, because the trainer was hilarious. But also, C, I thought it fit kind of maybe roleplay wise. I mean, let's pretend I know how to roleplay. I try. I don't know if I'm very good at it, but I do try. But I feel like, if you're a mage and you've got this mark on your hand, or Rift Mage kind of goes along with it, that this new form of magic would kind of be what you would go with, right? Like, I mean, if I was there, that's how I would think, and that's all I can go off of. So we'll go with I wanted to learn.
I hope that studying such magic would help me better understand the Fade.
While our fight affords little time for formal study, the wise can better themselves even in the midst of battle, perhaps especially then. I hope your new studies serve you well. Did you need anything else?
Apparently not, because
We'll talk later.
we've talked about Corypheus, I think, twice now. So let's find the stairs to go upstairs and talk to Dorian. I'm totally going the wrong way, but we'll go this way. Talk to Dorian, Leliana, Josephine, everybody. I need to change my banners and stuff because I don't like the ones I picked. They're ugly. And, Vivienne, I gotta talk to her too. So Dorian is, let's talk to Fiona.
I met Loghain long ago, when I was a Grey Warden. Odd, he should be one now, while I am not. His suspicion of us bordered on the fanatical. It doesn't surprise me you found the Wardens mixed up in all this. From first-hand experience, you should be wary any time my old order is involved.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
A few malcontents claim you've put us in a new circle, but most are relieved to be safe.
You're not in a new circle. I mean, I don't think you're in a new circle. Yes, I requisitioned you, but more like because you just seem like you need babysitters. Sorry, I'm still harping on the same thing. All right, let's save and talk to Dorian.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you.
Yes.
Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Yeah, I think we should talk. Well, let's ask about his amulet because we got that quest to go get his amulet from somebody. So let's bring this up.
I've been told something about an amulet.
How did you hear that?
Oh, Leliana. Of course she would find out. Don't make an issue of it. I don't want someone solving my personal problems for me. I'll get the amulet back. Somehow. On my own.
Okay. What is it exactly, though?
I'm not entirely certain what it is.
The Pavus birthright. The flashy thing you show peons to make them tremble at your impressive lineage. I didn't leave Tevinter with much in the way of coin, so I sold it. Entirely forbidden, of course, and foolish, but I was desperate. I'll figure something out.
Why would you want it? Well, it's an heir. It's from his family. Even if he's mad at his family, it's still family.
You don't even like your family. Why would you want it back?
Because it's mine, and it shouldn't be passed around like candy.
That's the only reason?
It's reason enough. Leave it be.
Okay. There's always a way you haven't got a plan, have you? So take it. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think he has a plan.
For something that seems so important, I'd have expected more than, I'll get it somehow.
It's not the only thing that's important.
Okay.
I lost the amulet. I may not have your resources, but I can't ask you to... You have too many people asking you for everything under the sun. I won't be one of them.
Well, we're definitely going to help you out, Dorian, because we're sweet on you, and I would help you out even if I wasn't sweet on you.
I do love how you're always on the go. It's tiring to watch you.
Okay. What is this we should talk?
I need to talk to you.
About how much you adore me, I assume? I hear that so often.
Oh, we need to end this. Let's spend some time together. I came for a kiss. Well, let's spend some time together first.
Let's do something interesting.
More interesting than wandering the countryside killing random strangers? Perish the thought. Come, we'll wander the grounds and I'll bore you with ribald tales of Tevinter intrigue.
That was just... Oh, okay. Well, then let's... Okay.
Always a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, okay, well, we should talk.
I need to talk to you.
Could at least bring me wine. Loosens the tongue, so to speak.
Oh, dear. You will end your romance with Dorian. Well, let's see what this does. I came for a kiss.
I was hoping to steal a moment alone with you.
I need to talk to you, he says. Have it your way. But let's go where 100 onlookers won't think I'm stealing the Inquisitor's soul.
Large and awkward and a little blurry. Huh, okay, well that's what that does. You actually get a cutscene for that one. Okay, now that I'm blushing. We can go check in with Leliana. I'm just making sure there's nobody new to talk to here. And that's her book. Okay, Lily.
Yes?
Yes, any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay, carry on then.
I'll leave you to your work.
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
Okay, let's investigate. Talk about our friends.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Sarah is certainly a colorful character. Like a poisonous toad, only without the manners.
I mean...
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
Darling. Oh, thank you, darling.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
I admire Cassandra's determination. If she had a little charm, she could be a remarkable leader.
All right, one more.
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
That's never gonna go, darling. Never gonna get old.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
I don't know what to make of Solas. So much knowledge and so little personal history. I find that peculiar, don't you?
Well, a little, but I find everybody here a little peculiar. All right, let's jump down. Oof. And go check in with Josephine. Save. It's been like longer than a minute, so talk to her. Oh, cutscene. Lovely.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I help? Or a dangerous one? Her threat makes no sense. Yeah, delicate, or I think it does also sound dangerous that she wants to torture us.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
I hope it doesn't wear on you. That's putting it mildly. Are you excusing her? That's putting it mildly.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Aniva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Well, you can discuss them with me.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
I didn't think about it a bit more than that. Do you always fret so much? Yeah, I didn't think about it. It's fine to hang out with you and just gossip, I suppose.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You needed a break. I think you're invaluable and just a bit long-winded. Ouch, you could be really rude. I think you just needed a break, though.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Good. That's good. Right? Oh, now I'm up in my bedroom. Well, I'm gonna run downstairs and check in with Josephine again. Okay, well, let's see if Josephine has anything else new to say.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Don't be. I believed it was holy too. The Maker isn't of this world. The anchor is magic, not holy. It might be the Maker as well. I think Theron... I mean, it could be from the Maker, but I think Theron probably needs more proof than that. I feel like that's a wrong word, but I think he's going to default to it's magic. It's magic right now.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
Yeah.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll be fine.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
I mean, it has.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
Okay, anything else?
A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Well, I'm going to have questions. Can they be reasoned with?
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics, we should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
Why are the nobles interested?
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Send some diplomats. We need some propaganda. We need a show of force. Let's send some propaganda, maybe? It sounds a little shady, but it might be easier.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
Maybe.
A whisper campaign. It would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command.
There you go. Oh, okay, try again.
Yes?
I had more personal questions. Sure, why not? Oh my goodness. So many personal questions. What's your family like?
Tell me about the Montilyets.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Aniva city. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Why are you arranging it?
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estate to prove they're worthy of succession.
Yeah.
If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
Oh, okay. Then what do the heads do?
What do these Antivan heads of the household do if they don't run it?
They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. It's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, Mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
Sounds exhausting, must require a compromise. Where do you find the time? Honestly, it does sound exhausting. You're kind of like, you're the diplomat for the Inquisition and you're running everything in your family, including their social lives?
Between that and the Inquisition, when do you ever rest?
Delegation helps a great deal. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
You do sound determined.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilyet never shuns their familial duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Yeah, maybe your family can help you never let go of them, then drop them. Yeah, your family needs to step it up some.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. Put Loghain in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Okay, then no complaining then. Where did you grow up? In Aniva, right?
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Aniva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Valroyo. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
How sad you must have been. That's too funny. I'm not surprised. Those two are so mean.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did. And she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What was the school like?
What did you learn at this finishing school in Valroyo?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
Well, what did you think of Orlais?
How did the younger you like Valroyo when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Valroyo to me. So beautifully foreign, I gaped at its spires for months.
Are there none in Aniva?
Does Aniva City have nothing that compares to Valroyo?
Aniva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Gereon, the Anderfelds, whatever lies past the Amaranthine Ocean.
Well, tell me of Aniva. Oh, who's in charge of Aniva?
Who rules Aniva?
Officially, the Principality of Aniva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Aniva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
It's that first-hand experience.
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
How does anything get done? Well, it doesn't sound dull. That sounds infuriating. That does sound infuriating.
I'd storm out of any meeting that came to that.
It would be fitting. Dramatic exits are always a favorite. It's all a part of life in Aniva. Our traditions value passion and romance. A certain exuberance of style.
You're not very exuberant. I mean, she's not. She seems very reserved. It might be too rude to say it, but let's do it anyway.
Are you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for. Just at the right moments and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
Yes. I guess we'll go back to Aniva and say, what's living in Aniva like?
What's the land like in Aniva?
The settled areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Aniva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
You spent time there.
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a trading port.
Everyone in Aniva City spends time by the ships, my lord. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfront's never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather.
Do you miss Aniva? I mean, it sounds like she does.
Are you ever homesick?
Occasionally. When a breeze stirs the trees in the garden, I sometimes pretend it's the sound of the surf. Do you know, I even miss those terrible squawking birds infesting the harbor. My younger sister used to throw whole loaves of bread to the gulls. Silly thing.
Okay, well, we are at time for today, so tomorrow I will pick back up here.
Let's speak later.
Josephine, and then continue checking in with everybody. I do want to go back and check in with Cassandra again. We need to do Cole, Iron Bull, Sarah, Cullen. I think that might be it. I feel like, Blackwall. I feel like I'm missing somebody else too. But I'll figure it out tomorrow, and we'll see how much we can get done, because I would like to, the day after tomorrow, head off to the party at the palace place and start that quest. That's my goal, is to start that in the next couple days. So anyway, as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age Inquisition video.